Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reata Horsemanship. I'm Luke Brown, and today's a very special day. It's Winning Wednesday, and it is Veterans Day. And in light of Veterans Day, I want to talk a little bit about veterans and what's been on my mind this morning and really got me choked up this morning thinking about all our special veterans and the people that sacrifice so much, and many who have given their lives for the freedoms that we enjoy every day. The ability that I have to get on a horse and ride out here basically wherever I want and do whatever I please legally is just the greatest blessing on earth, and it's what America stands for, is that freedom. And today, before I talk a little more about that, I'll let you know who I'm riding. This is Houdini. Houdini is in the second half of his third week, or he's about halfway through his third week, and he came from Tucson. He was a little bit of a rambunctious 5-year-old, big old gelding. He's at least 16 hands tall and nice and muscly and just a beautiful, beautiful horse. And he just needed some work in the arena. He didn't know how to maintain a canter. He was quite rambunctious. When you'd ask him to canter, he'd buck and kick out and that kind of thing. So he's really coming along really well. And his owner is coming this Saturday to watch a session with him. And then next week, he'll be finishing up the end of next week. So I look forward to that. Look forward to having a successful time with him and being able to start taking him out on trails and ride him in the arena. Heck, whatever she wants to do with this horse, she's going to be able to do. He's so big and beautiful. He could be a Western pleasure horse, but and she wants him mainly for a trail horse, I believe. And he's going to certainly be able to do that. He's doing very well. And again, today for Winning Wednesday, I wanted to talk about purpose and your why. So they're kind of the same thing, your purpose and your why. What is your purpose for doing what you do every day? What's your purpose for getting up in the morning? What's your purpose for going to work? What is your ultimate purpose? Is it really just to make money? Or is it something bigger? Do you want to make money so that you can support your family or so you can support yourself? Or what is your purpose for going and creating relationships? What is your purpose in life? And everybody has a purpose, and it's something that drives them. And if your purpose isn't strong enough, and a lot of people call it your why. What's your why? If it's not strong enough, when you set goals and you don't have a strong enough purpose, you will get shut down because you'll find an excuse not to continue on because your why isn't strong enough. But when your why is strong enough, your purpose is strong enough, then no matter what comes along, you step aside and you move in it, and you just change directions and you keep going until you finally achieve what you're looking for and what you're trying to achieve in life. That comes with having a strong enough why. And if you think about the great United States of America, the beautiful country that I have to live in and that we all have to live in, those of us in the United States, and why do we exist? Why does America exist? And I would argue the main reason it exists, well, some people would argue that it's God, and I wouldn't argue with that or argue against that. But what I want to say is the purpose of this country was to create freedom and humanity. The people that established this country, our founding forefathers, they decided that they had enough, and they weren't really free. They weren't free to make their own choices, to do their own things. They were under the oppression of the king, and so they decided that they were gonna create a free country. And in order to do that, they had to risk their lives, and many of them lost their lives in the Great Revolutionary War. And we've had many wars since, and all the veterans that have given their lives and sacrificed so much, and their families who have sacrificed so much, the reason they did it is because they had a why. And their why was strong enough to lead to what we call the United States of America today. The reason we exist is because they had a strong enough why. And I think we should all ask ourselves, is our why strong enough to maintain this country free? Do we want to maintain the freedoms that we've enjoyed in our lives, or do we want to go down the road of less freedom and more socialism? I'd argue that the freer we are as people, the more we're going to flourish. And the reason America has flourished is because we have been a free country, and we've freed many other countries. We stand for freedom, and that is one thing that I would argue till the day I die, that the United States of America is truly the last place on earth that stands for freedom. And if it weren't for us, we probably would live in a very, very different world. There would be there would be much more oppression. There would not be a free people. There would not be free countries. And I would argue that all to the day I die. I believe in America. I believe in the idea of America. I believe in the purpose of America. And so when we get up every morning, what purpose do we have? First of all, I think we have to have a purpose, a why for keeping and maintaining the freedoms that we have in this country. And secondly, we must have a why for doing what we do. Why do you get up and go to work? Why do I train? Why do I work so hard training horses and setting up the Regatta Horsemanship and Lady Horse Boss membership sites so that people can learn to they can be inspired, and they can be educated, and they can learn to live their best life. That is my purpose. My purpose, I have many purposes, but one purpose is that I can create freedom in my life for my family, to be able to spend time with my family and really utilize this life to the best that I know how, and get some of the greatest benefits out of life. Some of the greatest benefits out of life are not through our work, but are through everything that we create because of our work. And so when we create income through our work, then we can enjoy different things in this life because of the money that we have and the time that we create. So that's what we're trying to create at Lady Horse Boss and Regatta Horsemanship. That is our why. That's my why. And to keep this country a free country, I believe in it. To the depth of my soul, I believe in this country, and I believe in the freedoms that we have and in maintaining those freedoms. And I love helping people and love growing myself and growing our business. And I hope you guys can think about the veterans that have sacrificed so much today, and think about what is your why, and why is it important that we maintain the country that we have and the freedoms that we have. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time, be thankful, live with purpose, live with passion. And as always, stay safe in the saddle.